Okay, thank you. Welcome to the Middlebrook Elementary School, Booth Hill Elementary School Roof Building Committee meeting. I'm calling the meeting to order at 7:32. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, Barbara, could you call the roll, please?
Pat Borgeson,
Here.
Joanne Blazer Orenstein,
Here.
Michael Ward. He's here.
He's
Lynn
here.
Salta,
Here.
Chris Bandecki,
Here.
and Steve Cahill.
Here.
And Tony and Joy are unavailable.
Right. Okay, thanks, everybody. We have a quorum. Our first order of business, I'd like a motion to accept the minutes of our April 3rd meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Who was the person who moved?
That was Chris.
Chris, okay, I didn't recognize your voice. Thanks so much.
And
Okay.
Joanne second.
Okay, so we are on Zoom. Can we do this by unanimous consent, or do we have to do a roll call? Is there any discussion of the minutes? Were there any corrections?
No.
If not, can we pass this by unanimous consent?
Yes.
Okay, any objections? Okay, that's great. The
Chris will
minutes,
have to be an abstention.
Chris will be an abstention. Okay. All right. Our next item on the agenda concerns the Middlebrook Elementary School roof project. And I'm going to rely on Paul Lisi and John Morello to walk us through this. This is an acceptance of an ME5 roof project completion certificate. It's the G703 substantial completion certificate. Excuse me. Gentlemen, can you discuss this?
Well, from what I know, when I spoke to Dave, I guess there was some back and forth on the paperwork that had to be submitted to the state with the application. And I believe all that has to be done right now is that that we just have to have it approved, the Middlebrook roof approved, and then we can finalize everything with the state.
Okay. Paul Lisi, is there anything you'd like to contribute to that?
Yes, the form that you're referring to, the substantial completion form, is a standard AIA form that's used at the completion of a project.
Okay.
And so it's again, standard document that's submitted, and it's utilized simply to formalize the completion of a project.
Okay.
And it's dated accordingly, signed by myself, and I believe I don't have it in front of me now, but
The contractor signs, and then Dave Cody said I have to sign, and
Right.
I will bring a hard copy to Dan Martin and to Dave Cody for their
right.
record.
And so the committee this evening just simply needs to approve the
Right, so we need a
substantial
motion
completion.
to accept or approve this certificate of substantial completion. Could I
It's
get a motion?
This is Chris. I move that motion.
Joanne second.
Excellent. Is there any further discussion on this? Any questions? Okay, can we pass this by unanimous consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So that motion is passed. Thank you. All right, now we're going to turn our attention to the Booth Hill Elementary School roof project. You'll notice that Dan provided the financials on this project. So we see all the funding that we currently have on the project on this page. Are there any questions about these financials at this time? Okay, if not, I'm going to move forward with the next item, which is an approval of an invoice from Silktown. This invoice, it's an application for payment, is for $10,450. It was signed, approved by Paul Lisi. It refers to the submittals that they had to do for the project. I believe, isn't
Right.
that a bond, Kevin?
The bonding.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so I would like someone to make a motion to approve this application for payment from
So-
Silktown in the amount of $10,450.
So moved, Joanne.
Okay, do I have a second?
Steve Cahill, I'll second.
Thank you. Are there any questions or discussion on this? If not, can we pass this by unanimous consent?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, moving right along. The next item on the agenda is an invoice from Antonazzi Associates. The invoice number is 971-844-442. The amount is for $1,180, and it's for construction administration for the Booth Hill roof replacement project. Could
So
I?
moved.
Thank you. Joanne Glasser-Orenstein moved this motion. Can I have a second?
Second, Steve Cahill.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, is there any discussion or question on this invoice? If not, we can move this, can we approve this by unanimous consent? Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the motion is approved.
Thank you.
Okay. Lost my agenda. I think. Here we go. I think those were the three items that we needed to vote on. We do have a next meeting date, and it's in May. And I actually don't remember the date. Barbara, do you know it? Is it the 22nd? Okay,
I
so
have for May 22nd, that's a Wednesday at 7:30.
okay, that's great. So that's our next meeting date. So if that's still okay with everyone, we're going to keep that on the calendar.
Will that be in person or?
Well, yes, Lynn?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing as Joanne. Is it Zoom?
Well, so I think it really depends. So I think Zoom is efficient for meetings like this, where we're approving material that we're familiar with. And we don't really need to have a discussion. If there are items, or there are several items, and there are items with which we need to go back and forth with each other, I think it's better to have it in person. So I guess we'll see what turns up. I think it's really only going to be a payment of an invoice or two. And if it was just two items, I would try to do it on Zoom again, because I just think it's easier for people. But I would like the committee's thoughts on that. I know Zoom is more difficult for some people, but in person is also more difficult for some people.
I'm fine either way.
Okay,
I prefer Zoom only because if I'm in Florida or someplace and you
yes,
can get on.
allows you to
so-
participate.
But that's
Okay.
personal preference.
Okay, okay. And it's important. I mean, if we have to approve something, we definitely need a quorum. So that's a consideration. Okay. All right. Well, for now, it's Wednesday, May 22nd at 7:30. And when I know more, I will send details and we'll figure out whether it's in Zoom or in person. I would welcome a motion to adjourn. Is that you, Lynn? You raise your hand? Okay, Lynn Salto motioned. Anybody second?
I'll second.
Joanne Glasser-Orenstein. Okay, well, I think we're adjourned. So just want to thank everybody for signing in. That was an 11-minute meeting. It may be a record. But we got it done, and that's what counts.